The Witzenberg-Pals initiative has developed a model of land reform that not only balances economic sustainability and growth with real economic transformation and black empowerment, but that is also in line with the government's National Development Plan's 2030 vision. The innovative PALS, or Partners in Agri-Land Solutions initiative and framework, represents a radical departure from past land reform initiatives. It is focused on mentorship, training, economic growth, and the sustainability of black farmers. The main goal is to establish successful black commercial farmers and to improve the socio-economic conditions of all employees through profit sharing.
So we know from experience that there are 4 criteria that one has to meet in order to make land reform successful. Farmers have to have access to land, they've got to have skills, they've got to have property rights, and they have to have access to markets for inputs and for the outputs that they produce. Now, the unique thing about the Witzenberg initiative is that the way that it's structured, they are addressing each one of these 4 in very innovative ways.
Ceres is one of the most renowned fruit-growing regions in South Africa. Together with the Koa Bokkerveld, Woolsley, PA Hamlet, Tulbagh and Breë Rivier, it forms the Witzenberg municipal area. It was here in August 2014 that the agri-producers, the municipality and the community came together to form Witzenberg-Pals, a private land reform initiative which was registered as a non-profit company in 2015. From its inception, the PALS initiative expanded its projects throughout the Western Cape areas and into other provinces. The PALS framework is based on co-ownership between emerging black farmers and existing commercial farmers. It is a flexible framework that can be implemented on any farm, regardless of its size or agricultural activity. In a PALS project, a commercial farmer subdivides an existing farm or acquires a new farm on which a new agricultural business unit is established, thus not dividing an existing viable economic unit, but rather growing and enlarging the proverbial economic cake, whilst at the same time creating thousands of new employment opportunities. The black farmer has the right to become the sole or majority shareholder in the land and business, while the majority farm workers benefit through profit sharing. There are more than 100 registered PALS projects, which include land, value chain, housing and training projects. The total area of the individual land projects collectively covers more than 30,000 hectares, with the high-value irrigated area on these farms totaling approximately 5,000 to 6,000 hectares. The PALS Center in Ceres acts as a one-stop shop which coordinates and provides support to all PALS projects. A key undertaking by all PALS members is the commitment to maintain and uphold the highest standard of social and labor relations on their farms. PALS has dedicated itself and its resources to the social upliftment, training and education of its beneficiaries and associated communities through housing, specialist training, and other socio-economic projects. Further, and in order to harness and develop human capital and to overcome one of the shortfalls of previous land reform programs, all PALS projects focus intensely on mentorship.
You need to create a climate conducive to the present farmers to understand that it's their responsibility to transfer skills to black farmers.
The long-term benefits to all stakeholders and the economic sustainability of the initiative provides fresh hope to all South Africans that land reform can be accomplished in a manner that creates jobs, grows the economy, and maintains investor confidence, whilst at the same time achieves radical economic transformation. Government cooperation and recognition are essential for the continued goodwill of all stakeholders and the fulfillment of the true potential of this extraordinary initiative.
Urhulumente makakhawulezisa angene kuba sibonile uba ungena noPALS apha kukhona apho siyakho.
Die projek is my wonderlike geleentheid om vir ons 4 werkers ook 'n geleentheid te gee, aangesien ek in my lewe die geleentheid gekry het op 19-jarige ouderdom om te kan boer.
PALS provides a perfect platform for public-private partnerships and cooperation between government departments and the private sector in tackling the issue of land reform.
We do have a dream that the reach of the initiative can extend beyond the Witzenberg area over the long term.
The vision of the National Development Plan for 2030 is an inclusive and vibrant agricultural economy. The PALS initiative is the preferred route for the private sector to achieve this vision. Witzenberg PALS is a prime example of how sustainable land reform can be implemented. Its members are optimistic about the future of the country. They believe in a bright future for themselves, their children, and all the people of South Africa.
The PALS initiative's been running now for 2 years, and the question is what's happening at ground level here in the Witzenberg Valley. So what we experience is abnormal growth, 5 to 8% on primary and 10% at secondary level, which compares very favorably to the South African economy only growing at 0%. And it boils down to the PALS initiative is a framework which creates investor confidence.
But time is of the essence. The time has arrived for everyone to join hands in achieving these common goals for the greater good of all. Too many opportunities have already been lost since 1994. Further lost opportunities will have lasting damage on the economy in general and on black empowerment and agriculture in particular. With government's validation and cooperation, the further and progressive implementation of the PALS initiative will ensure a successful, sustainable future for all the people of South Africa.